it appears that COVID-19 is going to be around for a little while. So what we need to do is understand, get more information, how we can protect ourselves, what we can do to build our immune system, how can we keep the stress levels down so that our immune systems are not compromised. But Dr. Eldra B. Taylor is going to give us some information on these various topics and what's happening, how and what we can do right now as vaccines and solutions are being worked on in the medical field.
I have Dr. Taylor here with me to give us some information from a medical standpoint that I feel we need as a global community. Dr. Taylor, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me. Yeah, I'm concerned about this too, and any information I can provide, I'll be happy to do that.
One of the things, give us a little bit about your background. I know some of it. I've done more research. Dr. Taylor was with us once before here on the vitamin C when that news broke and what was happening in New York. But give us a little bit about your background and really briefly, and how you came to the place of addressing immune system, building that part of the body.
Well, I'm originally trained as an OBGYN. I went to Emory University Medical School in Vanderbilt undergrad and practiced OBGYN for about 7 or 8 years. And I had patients come in and asking me about hormone issues. And when my wife started having hormone issues, that's when I really began to understand that I didn't really know how to treat them, because we were treating them with birth control pills and synthetic hormones. And I got interested in bioidentical hormones or natural hormones. And I saw what a difference that made when I treated the body with what it naturally made on its own. And so I started getting interested in how does the body actually function and look at physiology instead of pharmacology. How does the hormone system work? How does the gut work? How does the immune system work? And what can you provide the body to allow those systems to work at the maximum capacity? And usually it's not a drug, it's not necessarily a vaccine, but it's providing the body what it needs so that that system can function normally. So by understanding the immune system and saying, what does the body need for it to function at its maximum level? Because we see that they said 25% of the people get infected and don't have any symptoms, and those are the ones who can be carriers, because their immune system is doing what it's supposed to do. It should fight that virus. It should stop the replication of the virus and prevent it from causing that cytokine storm that causes them to be on a ventilator where it inflames that tissue. So that's my background, and what I say, some people say it's holistic medicine, but I call it functional medicine. How can we function at the maximum capacity for the longest amount of time?
Right. And so functional medicine is what you refer to it as. You gave us a lot of information there as to how you transitioned and opened your mind to work with the body naturally and what it produces versus going straight to medications. Now, right now, we know that around the world, vaccines are being tested. Scientists are trying to come with medications. My concern in this, and I'm pretty sure a lot of others' concerned right now, vaccines and remedies and formulas of that nature take time, but people are losing their lives right now. So the concern with everyone who's breathing and living is, what can we do right now to begin to try to fight off this virus? We need some right now action and going on with that. What is your suggestion in that situation?
Okay, well, here's what I would say. So here's the way this works. And these are some long words, and you won't be able to pronounce them, but that's okay. There's there's T cells, there's phagocytes and macrophages. Those are the ones that should see an invader and go out and attack it. And the way you build that system up is with probiotics, because the immune system, 70% of the immune system is in the gut. And the gut immune system is very important to make sure that the immune system doesn't go overboard. Because that's what's happening with these patients that are on ventilators. The immune system is going overboard trying to kill this virus, and what it's doing is killing normal tissue at the same time. So anyway, so probiotics, vitamin D, and vitamin C, taking oral vitamin C to prevent, because what that does is it builds up those phagocytes, T cells, and macrophages so that it can immediately and specifically go after the virus. Now, if that part of the system does not work properly, then you have this thing called the cytokine storm, and those are like weapons of mass destruction. That's like throwing a nuclear bomb on a virus. And so it destroys everything in sight. So that's what happens when these patients die rapidly, is that these cytokines inflame everything. They inflame the lungs. They cause inflammation in the kidneys so that the kidneys shut down. They cause inflammation in the heart and the brain, and these patients die rapidly because that initial part of the immune system was not strong enough to fight off the virus at its earliest stage. So then when it advances, the immune system actually goes overboard and releases these cytokines, and then they are non-specific, so they're going to kill normal tissue and the viral infected tissue. So at that point, that's when you have to use IV vitamin C in order to try and prevent that cytokine storm. And that's what they're using in some hospitals in New York. I hope they will increase the dose. I'm not sure what's happening right now, but that is what was going on in China. But that is the logic behind that. You're right. Vaccines are going to be a year away. And what you worry about when they rush a vaccine is there going to be some unintended consequence from a vaccine? Whenever you introduce something new to the body, there's going to be some unintended consequences because it's something that the body is not used to dealing with. It's a brand new substance. And that's why those have so many side effects whenever you introduce a new drug or new vaccine. And that's why they're so worried. And that's why you have to have so much testing to try and figure out what the unintentional consequences are. So, a vaccine's not going to do much for us right now. So, right now it's vitamin D. You need to be taking 5,000 international units a day, or you can take up to 50,000 international units, but usually that's a prescription or it's an injection that's given at the physician's office. And you should be taking about 2,000 milligrams of oral vitamin C. It's best if it's buffered, and it's also best if it's bioflavonoids because it helps to make the vitamin C last a little bit longer. And you need to be taking probiotics to help build up the immune system in the gut, and it helps regulate the immune system so it doesn't go overboard when it's trying to fight something off. Because that's what happens when patients have asthma. The immune system is kind of getting out of control over something that's not harmful. And that's what happens with allergies and things like that. It's all about the immune system going too far to try and attack an invader.
Right. So the things that we can do, probiotics, which those are pretty much over the counter. People can buy them from various online sites if they're not trying to go outside. So there's probiotics, vitamin D, vitamin C, in addition to the social distancing, staying apart.
No doubt about it. Yeah, I don't want to discount all those other things. You definitely need to do all those other things. So I'm saying do this in addition to, not instead of.
Exactly. Because today we know that some of the drugs, the FDA is reporting that the drugs that some are the president spoke about, they're running out. They're shortage of anti-malaria drugs, and I know some of this is in the testing phase, and they're trying to figure it out. And some people have taken some other drug here in recent weeks, and it ended up being fatal to those individuals. So we're just trying to get the natural formula that people can use just to get their immune systems up. And in the meantime, while these things are happening, one other thing I want to talk about really quickly is stress. Folks are having anxiety attacks. They're getting stressed out. If they sneeze, that we don't know, because it's still in winter months and cold in some places. People have allergies, with green pollen flying everywhere. So people are panicking. In addition to seeing lives lost, news reports everywhere, which brings on stress and anxiety. People are not sleeping. And so that too, just from my understanding and knowledge, and I'm not, in your field medically, is that it affects the immune system. What is your recommendation on that?
Yeah, no, it's no doubt about it. Yeah, we wrote a book called The Stress Connection, and stress is connected to everything. It causes everything to not be able to function as well. And you know that. When you're stressed, your blood pressure goes up. You're stressed, you don't feel like eating. You get knots in your stomach. And when you have worked long hours or you traveled for long, it's much more likely that you're going to get a cold or the flu because you've been in a stressful situation. So no doubt about it, stress suppresses the immune system. So yeah, looking at the news 24/7, I know you want to stay informed, but hearing that same thing over and over again, it's not healthy. I mean, we know we've got a problem. We understand the problem. We take action for the problem. And I'll tell you, when they did experiments on stress, as Dr. Selye, what causes the most amount of stress when you are in a situation where you feel like you have no control? It's like when they shocked the rats and they had no escape. They just whittled away and died because they knew they had no control over the situation. So that's what I'm trying to do, is to say, yes, you have to take control, because if you feel like you're helpless, that is going to stress you out more, and it is going to cause your immune system to be suppressed more. So you have to feel like you are able to take some type of control. So the social distancing, all that stuff, that a lot of people, they feel like they're locked in the house and they're helpless. But you can do these other things. Don't look at that news. Binge watch Netflix comedies. Do something, to relieve the stress, and don't just sit there and worry about it, because worrying has never accomplished anything.
Right.
It just and it's very hard for you to think quickly, think clearly when you're stressed, when you're panicked. You make bad decisions. So you have to figure out a way to relieve that stress so you can think clearly about what you need to do. What are you going to do about your finances? What are you going to do about your kids' school? You have to try and not panic.
And I think that is really, really good advice. Some of that that you're saying, I do that myself. My work is pretty high and intense, and so I have to wait a minute. Let me just unplug, watch a movie, or do something so my mind, so I can free my mind, so that I can think clearly on what it is that I need to do and come up with a plan of action. Some of the things that you have mentioned to us here, we appreciate your jumping on the phone with us and talking with us and sharing with us. Can you give me the name of that book? What's the name of that book, and how can we, specifically about the stress? Because I respect, like I said, it's happening now, and some people know how to take control of it. Like you said, probably exercising in the house, playing games, Netflix, or whatnot. But some people need a little bit more help, and things may intensify. But anyway, so all the help, we're just trying to get as much help out to folks to try to make it through the situation. And so the name of that book that you spoke of, that you've written, what's the name of it again? And where can people buy it? I'm sorry.
It's The Stress Connection. And
The Stress Connection.
Right. By Dr. Eldred and Ava Taylor. It's on Amazon. You can also go to our website, taylormedicalgroup.net, and our Taylor MD formulations. That's a supplement company we have. So, but you can get it off Amazon, The Stress Connection by Dr. Eldred and Ava Taylor, and our website, taylormedicalgroup.net. You can purchase it there also. So, and then I have a YouTube channel that has some videos about stress. And you can just look up my name, and I have several videos on YouTube talking about hormones and stress and different things. But then I have
immune system. And that's about, so people can just Google. You're located in Atlanta, Georgia. People can just Google Dr. Edward Taylor, or they can
Eldred,
go to
Eldred.
Eldred. I'm sorry, Eldred Taylor. Or
Mm-hmm.
they can go to what's that website again?
TaylorMedicalGroup.net.
Mm-hmm. Okay, TaylorMedicalGroup.net.
Mm-hmm. And TaylorMDFormulations.com.
TaylorMDFormulations.com. We'll put that in there. Yes. Okay, thank you so much for speaking with us. The book, we want that. We need to get that out, and also all of the insight that you've given us, and we hope that. By the way, I'm sorry, I went right into, but you are human too. So you're a doctor. How are you and your family, and you guys? How's everybody doing?
Oh, everybody's doing fine. We're still actually going to work every day, seeing patients. We're taking every precaution that we can. We disinfect the rooms, wipe them down. We wear a mask. And I'll tell you one other thing you might want to do in your home, and we have it in our office in our home, is that buy a essential oil diffuser and put eucalyptus in it. Eucalyptus has been shown as a vapor to be able to kill viruses and kill any kind of virus. So that's another thing you could do to take control. Other thing is make sure that you go outside. They actually have shown that being outside is a little bit of a disinfectant. And also in the flu epidemic of 1918, they found that the people who were in the makeshift hospitals outside, like they're doing in Central Park in New York, they actually recovered quicker than the people who were in the hospital. So if I need to go to the hospital, say, take me to the outside hospital. I'd rather be there because you get more air ventilation and you're not getting that recirculation of the viruses that may be in the hospital. So if you can go outside and walk or sit on your balcony, or if you're in the house now that here in Atlanta, it's springtime, open up the windows so that you get ventilation and let the fresh air in.
Okay, and you mentioned eucalyptus oil. If you're able to step outside, take a walk, by all means do so. Keep the distance. If not, open your windows, get some fresh air in, depending on where you're located. But the point of it is nature and getting some of that outside air is always good too. Okay, thank you. So we have a lot of practical tips in here for people to take action right now and take control. And as we wade through this situation that has swept the world. Thank you again. We have been speaking with Dr. Eldred Taylor, and we definitely want to make sure we go and go to those websites that he's given us. We'll have it in this video, and get more information that they're providing for us. Thank you so much, Dr. Taylor, for speaking with me.
Thank you. Thank you very much.